Now officially say hello and welcome to all of you coming from all across the globe to this very first Super Sunday, as we call it, our open house event, which is the first time we are doing it in English. It is March 3rd, or whenever you are watching this presentation, welcome on behalf of your host. My name is Tom. I'm 52 years old. I'm coming from Germany. In the past 33 years, I was building network marketing organizations all across the globe. And in the past 6-7 years, I focused more and more on blockchain technology. I became an advisory board member of a big India-based blockchain company. There are now some talks in the background happening when it comes to possible cooperations. Now it is all about you, dear guests. By the way, I'm married. I have 3 kids, a couple of pets, and like I said, living here in Dubai. What is going to happen in these roughly 30 minutes plus minus? You know, it's not my native language. The first 30 minutes, the first 20 minutes out of these 30 minutes, I'm going to take care to give you an idea why this Zeniq ecosystem might be the game changer you are all were looking for. I'm talking about this ecosystem as short as possible, as easy as possible, but I know it is a kind of complicated for people who are just like me 7 years ago, first time getting to know about blockchain, about crypto, and it is quite special if you hear it first time. It sounds like this monopoly money. Sorry, that was the wrong button. So part of this ecosystem is, of course, our brand new and own blockchain. We are talking about the pieces around, which is the app, the hub, and the masternode itself. We are talking about the debit card, the exchange, and more than everything else, the tokenization projects behind, which are basically the reason for meeting today. But of course, what is in for you, dear guests? So you will find out how you can mint, how you can kind of produce for many years to come those Zeniq coins, which should be a quite good idea to own as much as you can. We will talk about how you can earn on a daily basis using the so-called Avinoc staking. You will understand in a bit much better. And last not least, and that will only take 3.5 minutes, if you like, it is a free customer referral program, a kind of affiliate program. If you want to join, if you want to do the same, you host it with you tonight to make others aware about this beautiful concept. You can even make some extra cash in doing it like that. And of course, how you are going to start, I will also make you understand. And even though we are not a financial company, we are not doing any financial advisors or something like that, I have to put this page here up, which gives you a clear understanding that I'm only giving you on behalf of your guests an overview what we are doing, the hardware we are selling, the staking opportunity we are giving. The rest is on you. The due diligence you have to do. You have to check what fits in your budget and to take a decision. That's not me doing anything like that. And when we are talking about blockchain, when we are talking about this kind of revolution, it all comes back to one headline, and this is digitalization of the world. And you might hear it everywhere nowadays. And to make it very clear and simple, everybody who is now somehow engaged in this kind of digitalization, blockchain technology, and of course tokenization will be the winner of the future. The only question is what company you like to cooperate, where the chances are biggest to make it really happen. And the fun thing is, if people are hearing blockchain for the first time, they always rely to crypto, to Bitcoin probably. But this is not at all. That is just a little piece of it. But talking about blockchain, and we see a quote by the CEO of the biggest exchange in the world, Binance, saying blockchain will be bigger than the internet. And on the right-hand side, you see parts of the Fortune 500 companies who are already using blockchain technology for their administration to make things easier, not possible to get hacked, and so on and so forth. So the overall topic is much bigger. We are talking, ladies and gentlemen, about the fintech company called Zeniq Technologies, based here in Dubai, in the Dubai International Finance Center. And what is very important is the hand-in-hand partnership happening with UCS International Commodities and Investment Bank, one of the biggest bankers in that area here in Dubai. Because what you will find out is the cooperation, the two worlds merging together, which is the crypto world and the fiat world, which are your rupees, your dollars, your ruble, and so on, the euro, of course. That's very important. Let's give you a quick overview what happened in the past, because this company was not meant to become a affiliate company. No, far away. They started in 2017, beginning of 2018. Genius minds put their heads together in order to say, hey, we are working in this field for 10 plus years. We are getting hired from big banks, from blockchain companies, and we can do it better. There is a way to bring a hardware to the market to make it so easier for the people. We can make a blockchain being cheaper and faster and more convenient. So that was their idea. They put all the money together and then they start processing this idea and bring it up to a prototyping, which happened in 2019. Then when this was done, the money was over. It was game over for the money. So they needed partnerships in order to bring it now to the world. And they tried it in 2020 with a company based in Switzerland, which simply failed. And due to the fact that this guy here on the left-hand side, you can see him also on the right-hand side, which is Magister Avinoc, the CEO of Zeniq. He is a world-famous sports star, a world record holder in swimming, and a sports economist. He was bringing the Ironman brand to the world. He remembers his time in the UAE. And this cooperation, which then happened, which is shown on the right-hand side, the partnership with His Highness Sheikh Zayed bin Hasha Al Maktoum, part of the royal family, that was basically the game changer, going back to this slide. So in 2021, all happened from that moment here in Dubai. And since last year, May, the Zeniq Technologies was placed here in DIFC. And since then, nothing was like it was before. And I never, in my 33 years, how can I say, experienced something more powerful and serious than this. Okay, here you can see some more of the board members. I skip it now. We want to give you a quick overview about what you can expect. For us living here in Dubai, of course, it's wonderful because there's from on a regular base, you will see big press releases talking about this tokenization project, talking about Zeniq, being involved here in Dubai and the UAE. And you can see even the kind of kickoff last year happened with a big show on the biggest building, the tallest building in the world, the Burj Khalifa, which is quite impressive. Let's get right into the project and what is in for you. The Zeniq vision is to make crypto, blockchain, and all the advantages coming along accessible, easy and simple, accessible simply for everyone. So we are not targeting those 3% who already know that it could be a good idea to own some crypto like Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever, but also those who have to get used to it as times are changing. And what you see on the right-hand side is a sample picture of our high security facilities where our minting machines, our so-called hubs, are stored and located, and those you can call your own. And what that means, I will show you in a bit. Very important is always, as you can see on the last yellow line here, is to combine the online and the offline world, the fiat world and the crypto world. And that's quite impressive. Okay, when they started, the first thing they had to do, they need this, how can I say, this backup, which is called blockchain, something where your system is running on. And first of all, the decision was made, it has to be fully decentralized. There's no one in between, like you see on the picture on the left side, who can probably manipulate, who can probably take interactions. It is a fully decentralized exchange. And that's why the company decided to give this referral program, because as faster you are all across the globe, as faster you are maximum decentralized, as better for the system. And this happened already in last year. You can see some of the advantages. It is just one of the fastest, if not even the fastest blockchain when it comes to transactions per seconds. It becomes really a day-to-day use case. And also it works with all the other blockchains seamless. So you cannot lose money because you mixed up a blockchain and sending USDT from A to B using a different source code. No, it's all working together. This was never seen before. And the exchange, which will be the next piece of the ecosystem announced for the next quarter in 2022, will be again a game changer. Because first of all, you can see it is IBAN compatible. That means people can do their fiat transaction as well their crypto transaction. It will have very, very low fees for the transaction, and it goes super fast. And it will not matter if I'm sending like 1 million rupees to my friend Dr. Vinish to India, or if I send $10 only to my neighbor Carsten here in Dubai. It is fast, it is cheap, and we even invented the euro coin, the next stable coin, which is similar to the USDT, but based on the euro. Then, guys, the app already available. So what you should do, no matter what you decide, is download this app. Go in your app store, go in your Play Store, download the Zeniq app, which is right now one of the most securest software wallets, where you can basically hold all your cryptos, including, of course, the Zeniq coin. And it's, again, simple. It is intuitive to use. And in the next 1 to 2 weeks, it gets massive, surprising updates not a single other wallet on the market can give you. And what you will hear today from me on March 3rd is things which are happening now, in the next hours, in the next days, in the next few weeks. Nothing like, hey, think about if next year, probably, inshallah, maybe something is going to happen. No, we are in the perfect scenario. The pre-launch, the producing of the market is done, and now we are taking it really serious. The next step of the ecosystem is our Zeniq debit card, because to move from crypto in the traditional world to pay the gas for your car or a coffee, or to take from the ATM machine money, that needs a tool called a card, a debit card. We are dealing with MasterCard. In only 2 weeks from now, 2 to 3 weeks, let's be serious and safe. In the next 2 to 3 weeks, people can start ordering this card already. And you can upload the fiat currency, the cryptocurrency, and you can make use of it the way you are used to use cards, but first time in a way with some secrets behind, which will be revealed end of next month, when the first people have them in their hands. Was never seen before. It's just amazing. Let's continue. And this is probably the biggest piece, our flagship product, or the blockbuster product. This is hardware. It looks like a kind of iPad, like a tablet with this crazy triangle in the back where you find 2 Linux processors. This is, in my understanding, a must-have product for everybody. This is not only giving you a hardware wallet in the most securest possibility. It gives you exchange access. It gives you certain masternodes. It has so many features to come and will always get updated over the air, over the internet. So you have a device at home. It's like a terminal. You are your own kind of banker for your fiat and crypto transaction in a way never seen before. It's 1,998 euro. And as a nice side effect, it even does mint coins for you. So 2.5 coins as of today, you are getting on a daily basis having such a device, and people are going crazy for this, and we have orders like crazy. Like I said, one of the biggest headlines, beside being simple, is being super safe. So you will find everything in our ecosystem making it impossible for hackers and other bad guys to get hold of your earned money. So the hardware on this machine never touches the internet, so your assets are safely stored. And then, of course, let's talk about the coin. The Zeniq coin, that is something, like I said, you should collect them like crazy, as much as you can, either by buying it on PancakeSwap or in Uniswap, and in the next few days, in the next 2 centralized exchange, which where the coin gets listed, get as many as you can hold, because in my personal understanding, and we will have an interview which you can also ask your host to get sent, people are expecting a lot of this coin. It is limited by the supply. The supply will even go down by a certain burning process, and each and every tokenization project, and I'm talking about this in a moment, will have to make use of this coin. So we have a real use case. We have everything backed by reality, and that's the beauty of this Zeniq coin. And due to the fact there's a halving happening, the production, the minting process goes down for the next 14, 15, 16 years. It works perfectly against any kind of inflation. And to give you an idea what could happen, we have a look at some other coins, some other tokens in the market, which are also so-called system coins, tokens or coins which are how can I say, being attached to such exchanges like Uniswap. Uniswap is working on the Ethereum blockchain. It got founded in August 2015, if you look on the left-hand side. The first day, the price was 68 cents, and only 6 years down the road, less than 6 years, it went up to more than $4,000. So again, this is a time where people are saying, oh my God, if I only got this information in August 2015, it could be helpful for me, my goals, my family, and for generations to come. But unfortunately, we cannot turn the clock back in time. Let's have a look at the next piece. The BNB, the Binance blockchains called Pancake Swap. They are using the BNB smart chain of Binance. They started in 2017. Again, faster, better, cheaper. That's why their success is also faster. 17, it was 9.6 cents each token. In 2021, in May, it reaches $690. Not too bad. Now let's talk about our blockchain, Zeniq. Our blockchain is live for more than 1.5 years. In April last year, the first time possibility to buy this coin was 3.5 cents. I just put a side note on the right-hand side down below on Pancake Swap. That was $1.28. So you can probably see the direction, but we not even have started. Now are the listings happening. Next quarter, our exchange is coming. And within this year, the first 3, 4, 5 tokenization projects go together. Experts are expecting massive growth. It's up to your imagination, but might be you couldn't already get an idea what it means to have a blockchain which is faster, better, more convenient, easier to access, less fees, and being able to work with all the other blockchains seamless. So might be the next record-breaking growth of a coin we can see here happening in the next years to come. And all in all, to wrap it up, the difference is, and like I told you, I'm now in 6-7 years dealing and supporting and advising blockchain companies, and they some have really cool ideas. But if you see something which is backed with that kind of reality, of course, the supply and demand, sure. But you have the card, you have those device, those kind of tool or gimmick to make people able to use it in their day-to-day life. The coolest app. And of course, and I'm talking about this in a little bit, the tokenization project, which is by far the biggest market in history. Let's have a look at this. But before we go there, I need to show you what you only can buy. We have only hardware, which you can buy. If you want to have those coins, go to the market, buy it there. It's up to you, makes sense. But if you want to have the cow instead of the milk, have a look here. These are the minting machines. These are the hubs, as we call it. You can get it as a physical device. You see on the upper left side for 1998 euro. This is a Zeniq hub. And you can also have for 500 euro less. We call it a housing hub, which has the same minting power, but it is hosted in our high security facilities. It's not getting shipped to your place, but it produces the same number of coins. And I give you a rough overview in one of the next slides. In my understanding, these two, where the red arrows are, is what in our team, which have this support, which is obviously outstanding, and the infrastructure, which is never seen before, that's what most people are taking. I believe the Zeniq Hub is a must-have for each and every household. If you want to have more, and if you can afford it, this kind of 8 times housing hub for 11,300 euro, coming with a certain price discount, might be a good idea, but you even can go for shares. I don't think it is the best idea because a share means also less production of coins. But nevertheless, we want to reach each and everyone around the world in the economic, more weaker societies as well, for people who can just afford whatever it takes. We have a promotion running, guys, and that's a perfect scenario for you as of now. And you will understand in a little while. We give with each and every masternode, we will give those 200 Avinoc tokens free of charge. This only can fully pay for the hardware you are buying. Have a look in a bit when I'm talking about this, so you have an idea that it might be a return on invest in no time if the Avinoc token does develop the way it does in the few weeks back. But you will understand only in a bit. What I like, you get an invoice. Compare yourself with companies on the market. Where do you get an invoice about what you have bought on your name, which you can put for your tax consultants and tax governments? That's amazing. To get an idea what it means to gain, to mint those tokens, I put a simple example here. This is just example idea. One of those machines, as I said, this one, which I believe belongs in each and every household, will give you first year roughly 400 to 500 coins. That's an organic way of minting. That's how it is as of now. But due to the halving, if you decide tomorrow, next week, next month, it is always a little less. Same as it is with Bitcoin, by the way. Then in the next year, you will add up to 750, roughly. In the third year, 800 something, just to get an idea. Now you only have to calculate in your mind, okay, I have this machine bought one time. It does for 15, 16, 17 years now mint those coins. Okay, the only question is, what will be the value of the coin when I want to cash out? If I may quote our chief sales officer, he is saying he's not selling a single Zeniq coin below $300. If you take these numbers and you multiply it by 500 for your first year, you get an idea the power of the machine. I cannot tell you if we will anytime reach $300. If it will take a year, 5 years, 10 years. You know what? I don't care. This is an ecosystem backed by reality, and that is what really matters. But later, with my experts, you will understand better. That's why I put the same pictures here below with some examples of blockchains in the past, and you can do everything else on your own. If you prefer the big piece, I will show you in the next slide. Keep in mind, with this machine, you also get the 200 Avinocs free of charge, where I believe that's also a coin with the potential of $1, $10, or probably $100 plus each coin. Later, you will understand more. Many people are going for this piece, especially in our European teams. They are going for the 8 full masternode farm. It will not get sent to you. It will be hosted and maintained in our facilities. You are saving €700, and at the end of the day, you will end up with roughly 3,000-4,000 plus minus coins in the first year, 6,000, 7,000 in the years to come, always accumulated. What I want to do on this slide is to put your eyes on the node here, because what is really beautiful, the Zeniq exchange, which most probably will go live next quarter, is going to share 100% of their profit to the community. How they do it, they take all the profit, buy the Zeniq coin on the market and burn it. They decrease the supply. And that means nothing else than most probably an increasing price. I mean, I don't have to tell you what market means. You have supply and you have demand, and whatever is higher determines where the price is going, down or up. If this project is running that way, with this commitment by the Zeniq exchange holders, never seen before. Keep in mind, also here, you have 1,600, because times 8, 1,600 Avinoc token as an airdrop, inclusive, free of charge, which again might be able in the future to pay your full minting farm. Okay, now I'm coming now to this tokenization. This seems to be very complicated, but guys, what we are talking here, by the way, you are seeing a picture of our first big event here in Dubai, where this topic were handled in front of a couple of hundred special guests. This was never seen before. This is by far the biggest market, and even the World Economic Forum stated that by 2027, this is like tomorrow, guys, they're expecting $24 trillion market value when it comes to tokenization, which means basically everything people, companies, third parties can bring to the blockchain, can get liquidity to get their projects into life, or having existing projects to gain liquidity. And then it is accessible for all people around the globe. All they need is a crazy smartphone. That's it. And if you are the one having a system, a blockchain, and a convenience part of making it kind of turnkey, you might be the winner. That's how Zeniq is positioned in the market. And if they are going to make it happen, we will see magic, ladies and gentlemen. What can be tokenized? Everything. Everything, so we can skip this slide. It's not only real estate or environmental systems like solar system, wind power, and so on. Everything. You can get the biggest and most valued cricket team in India. You can get the Super Bowl in the US, licenses, administrations, government pieces. Everything can be and will be tokenized in the next time. The question is, who is being the mother blockchain making this happen. And talking about the first projects who are moving existing project to our blockchain for a certain reason. The one on top, I love it so much. It's the first and ever and only SEC regulated digital asset in the US. It's an environmental project, which same time gives you a profit center by NFTs. You can own parts of the Amazonas, which means it's protecting the environment by same time making profit. That is the first project which comes to our blockchain. And then there are some others who are also offering a kind of staking to get it into the world was it by the speed or by the light of speed of light, you know what I mean? And that's called Avinoc, and that's so cool. In theory or in general, 75 tokenization projects are in the pipeline. The first 5, 6, 7 are planned to be launched within this year itself. The benefit of you being a part of our team, being a part of the Safir and Zeniq family is always to be in advance informed. This inside information, nothing is more valuable. You will get by that always the best price, because you know this today, March 3rd, and others will know this in April and in August and next year and next year. So make use of it. Every project going on our blockchain will make sure that Zeniq token will go stronger and stronger. The market cap goes higher and higher. And the staking offer, which is the second product, we are only going to launch in 2 weeks from now. So again, you have the first mover effect, is called Avinoc. And I have no clue, ladies and gentlemen. Avinoc is an industry which is inside the aviation industry, which is 1.8 trillion, guys. That's unbelievable. And the business parts of it, the private jets and all this related to it, it's $890 billion. That's incredible. And last not least, by this crazy coronavirus pieces and the restrictions, so much is moving to this area. But there is simply no system in place as we are used to it by Uber or by Kareem or by Booking.com, Expedia, as you are used to book your flights with or your whole holidays. It is not there. It's very complicated. So again, who will be the one who is bringing the entire aviation, and especially the private aviation industry, on the blockchain to make it faster and easier and more convenient, and that way also cheaper? So it becomes nothing special anymore to say, hey, let's team up with 2, 3 families and let's take a private jet to go to our holiday destination, because you can check it same like with Uber. That's unbelievable what's going to happen. And this company, even in 2018, got started, and they decided to go to the Zeniq blockchain for a certain reason. They announced it last year, and now it's going to happen. And they have such a big budget, which is $1 billion plus in marketing capital, to make the world aware of what's going to happen. And it starts already in the month of April. That's amazing. Let me give you some ideas, ladies and gentlemen. Because such a project with such a unique power, if it comes with a staking opportunity, it will be the most beautiful information you might get tonight. The staking means you are buying those Avinoc token from the market. And I will give you some reasons why it should be a good idea to do so even today. And then you will have most probably a price development, a price appreciation in the future, just because, again, who will be the first is making the job. And if all the airlines are connecting then to Avinoc, which is happening, the discussions and it's happening behind the scenes, that will go crazy. But by giving the company a kind of a certain amount of those tokens to hold, which is called stake, the proof of stake, makes your money earn for you. That's a well-known sentence in Germany. Hey, my money is working for me. Now it is not only a quote, now it is reality. As longer you put it aside, as longer your tokens are away from the supply, the price might even increase faster. And to do so, you get huge profits. That's why the 3 market leaders, when it comes to staking, have their customers with more than 70% of all the tokens being in those staking models, because they earn. That's residual income in a way most people never heard about. So now let's talk about facts. Avinoc got announced like October last year. And within the first 12 weeks, the price already went up by 500%. Again, if only we had knew this before, right? But it's not too late. We are still at the very beginning. The staking offer will be starting in this month itself. So one more time, you can buy those tokens everywhere. We will show you how it works. If you want, you can put it into a staking pool, into a staking offer, which gives you up to 11% per year. But listen carefully, guys. This 11% is not on the $1,000 value, the $10,000 value, the $250,000 value. We have customers with even higher numbers. No, it is based on the numbers of token. So listen carefully. If you put 10,000, 100,000 Avinoc token, which you're buying today, into a staking, and let's say you're getting 10%, all right? Then it means you get from 100,000, 10%, which is 10,000 token every year. Fix. It's a linear process. So it doesn't matter if those 10,000 coins or a single token will be 10 cents or $1 or $10 or $20. You always get 10,000 per year paid out on a daily basis. This is incredible. If you have this insider information early enough, and let's say you are buying today for 10,000 euros, just to make an example, and you start staking those in the month of March itself, probably the value will even be higher. And as we have this customer referral program, you can get a kind of 10% cashback if you use it for yourself and you do the staking on your wife's account. That is free of charge. It is just a customer account with no any qualifications, and you can get a 10%. That's not too bad. In this example, the 10% are being paid on the 15,000 euro. That's just too cool. So talking about the price, 2 weeks ago, it was at 27 cents already. Let's have a look at 1 week ago. It was at 32 cents. If you look today, you will see something around 40 cents. So you see the direction is quite clear. But again, everything below $1, everything below $5, in my humble opinion, is just waits, buy, takes a chance like we all missed 13 years ago when the Bitcoin came alive. So to summarize it, to wrap it up, we have an ecosystem backed by reality, which has the hubs, the little tablets, which has the swap, where you easily on the exchange, on your mobile application, you swap between all the currencies, fiat, crypto, whatever you like. The debit card, which is your access, your key in your day-to-day life. The staking offer I just talked about. The wallet, the decentralized exchange being announced for next quarter. Our own blockchain running for 1.5 years already, so it's not a vision. The smart chain, which is going to be launched within these days. NFTs we not even talked about, to not make it too long. And of course, everything has a massive tokenization coming on top. It is mind-blowing. If I was able to give you an idea, which you might understood by my very special English. And Safir is a company also based in Dubai. And they got the world exclusive rights to offer the hardware Zeniq is producing. Okay? So Zeniq is just a hardware technology developer. And Safir is a vehicle where people can completely free of charge register as a customer. By the way, 70% of our community, which is roughly 500,000 people already, are just consumers, clients who have their hubs, who are going to do the stakings. Halas, that's it. But of course, others, like your host, said, that is so cool. I have to talk to my neighbor, to my friend, to my social media contacts. And here we are. Here you can see our CEO, Ali Abdul Sial, which is a very famous local here in Dubai, taking care of all things regarding sustainability. And we have Werner Kaiser from Austria, our CSO. That is the guy who quoted, I'm not selling a single Zeniq token under the value of $300 each. We see the head office here in Jumeirah Lake Towers. And what they do is so it's simple. They have a page where our customers can buy only if they get an invitation from their host. You sign in, just after this webinar, get back to the one who invited you, you get your account, it's fully free of charge. And if you buy something or not, doesn't matter, everybody gets paid the same for each and every referral. The first one is the so-called uni-level. So for each and every referral happening directly through you or in your team, you will get up to 10%. And this is either on the hardware, on the hubs. So let's say your friend is buying the 2,000 euro hub. So you get 200 euro, as easy as that, 10% from 2,000. If People are putting a certain Avinoc staking volume by our Safir staking tips into live to gain up to 11%. The value or a certain amount of the value goes into the same plan and pays you 10% on the same. Then we have career levels I never saw before. That is so insane, ladies and gentlemen. We have people in our team, and we just started in August last year, who made literally millions in this half a year plus 7 months, 8 months. I know it's big numbers, but it is reality. That means each time you reach a certain level in the career system, you get a thank you, starting from $1 going all the way to $2.5 million. That a euro, sorry, that's even much more. So, and if you add this all up, that is 4.5 million if you run through the entire benefit plan of Safir, and the first few people even did this. And then we have something I also never saw before. It's a bonus pool, which means easy peasy every month. Volume of the company Safir, 10% is taken and will be shared by people qualified for this bonus pool. And then 6 months in a row, without any further qualification, you get paid this amount. All right, that's quite cool. So it was not really 30 minutes, but maybe 35 minutes. I hope you don't mind. Let's skip those stories. That's anyway too old. There's so much earning more. Have a look maybe only on the left-hand side. We have single mummies, we have insurance broker, many people from the finance industry, classic entrepreneurs, of course, networkers, personal trainers, doctors, policemen, everything. And the results are just insane inside our team. Why? Because we are offering such a great service, perfect support, infrastructure, everything you can ask for, including experts. And like said, make sure to get back to your host and get the recording of an interview I was doing with Carsten Gotovi and Dr. Vinish. So you get an idea from people who are so long in this industry and understand the blockchain power of Zeniq. What I want to point out on this part, this is a lady out of our team. When she reached a certain rank, which was diamond at that time, what you see on the right-hand side on top, it's $1 million or euro volume in her team. And by all the bonuses, what you have to look at on the left-hand side, she made more than 200,000 euros. This is more than 20% on the overall sales. Guys, this is insane. This is so special. Again, being on the right time, the right place, you're always the winner. Welcome aboard. What to do next? You talk to the one who invited you, the one who told you, hey, it could be a good idea to join this open house where you see the crazy German with the hat in his very special English talking about the opportunity. Get a link, which is free of charge, register, make sure you are in. Whatever happens next, up to you. You have the free choice to share the word, to spread the word, to fund your account in order to buy whatever product you like most, whichever makes, let's say, help you to fulfill your dreams and goals when it comes to passive income, because you can quite easily calculate it on your own. So you choose the best product, and then if you want to do the same, your host did with you today, just share with others. The group we have founded August last year, which is as of now called the AU group, it is special, and it might be a reason why we are probably the fastest one as of now. There are certain incentives where the first places are all on our end. You have a live support via Telegram. We have team incentives where we put a lot of money together. The next one is going to happen in May this year, where we invite our partners, our community to Dubai for something you've never seen before. Not the regular thing all the others are doing, safari, blah, blah, blah. Be sure that will be one of a kind. We have real experts in the business sales as well in the blockchain area and an international infrastructure. And one more time, make sure to talk to your host and get an interview, a recording, which is quite powerful to give you insights of people who have much more knowledge about blockchain as I do. I'm a simple German living in Dubai and just recently entered this area. Thank you so much for being with us. If you're live with us, we will open the chat now, and we will do another interview, by the way. If you have the recording heard, make sure to get back to the one who invited you. Appreciated your time. Take good care. See you on the next open house, on the next presentation, on our next roadshow, whatever it counts. And bye for now. Ciao.